Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Blacklight Retribution. It's been quite a long time since I've posted a Blacklight video, and quite a lot of stuff has gone down since I last posted a Blacklight commentary. Got a lot of good feedback actually from the last sniper rifle customization video for 200 plus damage. That had really mixed reviews. A lot of people were complaining that I cursed too much. Some people were calling me, a little bitch. So I will try to keep the language down a little bit in this video. Now, as you can see, I actually purchased a lot more gear and items and stuff. So I just like to give a little summary, I guess, of all the improvements I made to my build. And let's go right into customization. Okay, so the first thing I did, obviously I'm not going to use a hero, I'm using my own guy. Heroes are for losers, just saying, don't use heroes. Anyways, so for my helmet, I have got a Fox plus Cat SR7. Now on this helmet, I actually discovered this from, there was this guy running around, he had his gamer tag, or not his gamer tag, his little name was like this Japanese guy, it was like some Japanese name, and he was just dominating everyone with his silenced submachine gun. So I tried out his helmet. Actually, it's really good. What I like the most about it is the recharge rate. The recharge rate for the HRV is crazy fast for this. Right here it says the default recharge rate is 6.7. This is at 9.3 US. I think that means units per second. But it's just a crazy fast recharge. So it's really easy to spam your HRV. I've actually found it quite beneficial to use your HRV more because you're able to see the enemies. Yeah, so the fast HRV recharge rate is really beneficial. I like it a lot. That's one of my favorite parts about this helmet. And also, someone sent me a question in a private message asking about what this armor meant. Oh, there's a description right there. But I actually found out from Blacklight forums that the armor on that little percentage, when you get shot in the head, that's pretty much how much damage it does. So the higher your armor on your helmet, the less damage you're gonna be receiving from a headshot. There you go. That's the description right there. Alright, moving on to the armor. I'm using the Allied Warzone X9. I actually was using this one before. It has the exact same stats. This one's just a lot bulkier, and it looks really cool because it has that pistol holster right there. It's really nice. It has a crap ton of armor. This is a great chest plate for tanking if you want to go all out with the health. It does have a reduces your stamina and your run a lot, but I'm not really a speed build kind of guy. And even if I want to run with a machete around everywhere, I'll just change my armor. But this is what I use normally. I like this a lot. And for my boots, I'm using the Guardian Colossus RC6. And these are really nice. They're not fast boots, but again, they're really good for armor. So if you want to go tanking, you're going to either use the Guardian Colossus, which I'm using now. Sometimes to switch it up, use the Overmatch Diamondback too. When I use the Overmatch Diamondback with all my other heavy equipment, it just really slows me down too much. Like honestly, I don't really care that much about running, but once it gets to a certain point, and you're just moving like a slug and your stamina is shit, you really gotta change up your class just a little bit to make you go a little bit faster. But if you do use that helmet, that chest plate, and the Overmatch Diamondback, these ones that I'm not using, you will get 250 health, which is the maximum health in Blacklight. But I do prefer the Guardian Colossus. It just allows me to have a lot of armor and just run a tad faster. No trophy for me. I really want a trophy. They look so nice. So unfortunately, no trophy. Now, actually, emergency relief. If you look right here at this description, this is a pretty special camo. I've actually never ever seen someone with this camo. And if you're wondering how you get this, honestly, I'm not too sure. I bought one of the packs that gives you a bunch of items from Blacklight's, I think, year or so of being out. So I just got this camo as part of that pack. That's what it's called, Onslaught Pack. I got the Onslaught Pack. So if you want this camo, it's really nice. It looks a lot better than just the plain old red camo that pretty much everyone has. I'll show you the red one. 1 second here. Okay, so pretty much everyone has this, and as you can see, it accents not the armor, but rather the clothing. You know, that definitely looks cool, but I just like to be more unique and use emergency relief, which accents the armor instead, which is really nice. For my gear, definitely, I'm going to use the heal injector Mk1. This is actually great for the newly implemented search and destroy mode. If one of your teammates is hurt, you can heal them. But the main use that this is useful for is healing yourself. And actually, something that I noticed for the heal injector is once you heal someone, once you heal yourself or someone or poison an enemy, after some time it's going to regenerate. So this is a great way to stay alive over a long period of time without having to spend CP to get full health refills. So definitely I like the heal injector the most. If you're playing search and destroy, use the revival injector. That's another great viable option to revive your teammates. Helps make the enemies a lot. It helps keep your team alive. And for my second gear, I'm using a proximity mine. I don't really like to camp that much, but the proximity mine people usually associate with campers, but I use proximity mines. I place it in choke points where a lot of enemies tend to run through and just run away. So randomly I'm just running through and I get a prox mine kill. So prox mine is a great equipment. It's kind of inconspicuous, hard to see. For my third equipment, you know, I had a really hard time deciding what I wanted for my third equipment. Toxic grenades, to be honest with you, I don't really consider it extremely effective. All I pretty much use it for is I pretty much use it as a distraction. I've never gotten a kill with it, so definitely you don't need to use toxic grenades. You can use a lot of different things. If you're a camper, you're a sniper, use a stun mine. You know, HRV blackout's great, also great for snipers. So my third equipment slot, you can go ahead and change it up however you want. Wait a minute here. Second proximity mine. Alright, my setup has just changed. I'm using a second proximity mine. Oh, wow. So, for my fourth little slot here, I've got a breach hammer. Now, the breach hammer is pretty slow, but if my secondary is low on ammo, primary is low on ammo, I could always rely on the breach hammer. It'll kill anyone in one hit. So breach hammer is really reliable. I do like the breach hammer. If you're going for a speed build running around, I prefer the machete because it's a lot faster, has a longer range, you know. But breach hammer, it's a good reliable weapon to fall on because it kills everyone in one hit. So that's really nice. The pinnacle of my gear. HE Grenade Mk1. This is definitely my favorite grenade. It does much more damage. It does 100 more damage than the frag grenade, I believe. Let me just take a quick peek at the frag grenade. Yeah, the frag grenade by default is 400, has a 10.0 radius. And the HE grenade, the heavy grenade, has a 6.5 radius. It's a little bit smaller radius, but a lot more damage. I tend to get a lot more kills with it. So that's really nice. For my depot gear, I did change it up a bit. Now, this is the Mk1 Assault bot. It's really new. I've never seen anyone else have it. It's pretty cheap at 500 CP. So once you get 500, you just call this thing in exactly like a hard suit. It'll just run around the map and get kills for you. It's actually pretty effective. I've gotten a couple kills with it. And for my heavy weapon, I changed it from the rocket launcher to the this thing, the railgun, the Ghost. I didn't want to change it to anything else like the airstrike or the turret because I want to have a reliable like rocket launcher to fall on if I need to take out a hard suit or something. And definitely not getting rid of the hard suit. Hard suit's amazing. I love the hard suit. Of course, health and ammo refill, I'm not going to get rid of those. Alright, that was a pretty long time on the equipment, but let's take a look at my newly customized weapons. Now this one, the Extended Suppressed Brigade, the M4X Rifle, it's great. I love this. It's really good at close range. It's great at medium range. At long range, it's still pretty good, even with a suppressor like I'm using it. You just have to burst fire. I optimized this setup for, you know, mediocre damage. It has a pretty low recoil, great spread. You could run and gun with this. You can camp in the back of the map with this. It's an extremely versatile weapon that I built around. It actually has not mediocre damage. It's probably around more high damage. So for the muzzle, I'm using the Armcom Nt4. It's a big brick suppressor looking thing. I do like the suppressor on this. It's pretty good. I also like the sound it makes. We got the Krane Gx3 Heavy. This is what kicks up the damage to make it compete better with other guns. For my magazine, I've got an extended mag. Now, usually I run express mags, the ones that increase your run speed and your reload speed. But I do like the extended mags on this because I tend to get in a lot of engagements where reloading usually causes my death. So extended mags helps you keep down the fire, keep them suppressed longer, and it's helped me gotten a lot more kills, especially in close range if I'm just spraying at the hip. My scope, this is one of my favorite scopes of all time, the Armcom CQB LT. It's got a pretty low zoom at 1.3. And my scoping time is at 0.3 seconds, which is just a tad. It's kind of long, but if I'm at close range, I'm not aiming down the sights anyway, so the scoping time, it's alright. Don't really have to worry about that, but definitely this is my favorite sight. The Elotech, this is what I've been using for the longest time. Even in my last video, a long time ago, I had the Elotech unlocked. So Elotech, it's always a great versatile sight. I like the Elotech as well. If I had to recommend the top three, I'd recommend the Armcom CQB first, then the OPRL Reflex 2 Hollow, and then you can roll with the Litinsky Elotech if you really like that one. My stock, I've got the Armcom AC-10 Sharp. This is one of the best stocks. If you want to choose one of the two stocks, I would either go with the collapsible, this one. As you can see, it improves a lot of the stats. It's really great. It even improves the scoping time, but the recoil gets kicked up, and it's kind of hard to manage. So lots of times I switch it up between the collapsible and the AC-10 Sharp. It's pretty much a matter of preference. If you can handle the recoil, by all means, go on, throw the stock on. Voice crack. Again, this is I try to minimize the recoil as much as I can, so throw on a reduced recoil weapon tag. For my secondary, I noticed in a lot of setup videos they never go over their secondaries, but I actually had for my secondary the shotgun or the shotgun ARK, but I switched up through on the revolver. I usually alternate between close range setups like the revolver. It's great. Look at the damage, 130. If you can land 2 shots on an enemy, they're dead. So shotgun, you know, it's all right. ARK, it's all right. So secondary, I just switched it up between the shotgun and the revolver. On my second one, I've got my heavy assault rifle setup. Now this setup I actually completely came up with myself. I didn't really take any tips from anyone else, which is pretty risky for me actually, because usually I like to have a basis, just like tips from someone else, just so I know that I can have a reliable weapon. Anyway, so this one I actually just threw together myself. It's not that bad. It's great at close range, as a matter of fact, which is kind of strange for a heavy assault rifle. It's alright at medium range. Long range, it's absolutely garbage. This does have It has some kick to it, I'm not gonna lie. So obviously receiver, we got the heavy assault rifle. Muzzle, I've got the Spectrum. This is a great this is a great muzzle. I use it a lot on my assault rifle kind of classes. If I was going to use an assault rifle, I'd also use this muzzle. It's pretty versatile. It improves a lot of the stats. It optimizes the weapon. It's usually the way I like. For my barrel, I've got the Vulcan Stalker. I actually went through all of the barrels, and this one seemed to be, you know, the most balanced. It's right in the center. And also what I really like about this barrel is the scoping time is only 0.15 seconds. That's a really short scoping time. So that's great. The only thing I don't like about this barrel is when you hold it, it looks kind of retarded. Like, cause you know on the front, see how it's kind of flat? You can kind of see that. So it looks a little stupid in the front, but it's a really good barrel. For my magazine, I've got the extended mags. Now the heavy assault rifle, this is one of the only weapons other than the M4X rifle that I'm not gonna run an express mag. I use the extended mag on this because by default you have 20 freaking bullets in your mag. 20. That is ridiculous. It's so bad. So I felt obligated to throw on the extended mags. I was actually looking for the drum mag on this one, but I couldn't find it. Now again, I wouldn't put on the whatchamacallit, this one that increases the damage, because look at the recoil, it kicks it up a lot. It's already a pretty bad recoil, so I just use the extended mags. For my scope, we've got the OPRL Reflex 2 Hollow. Like I said, those 3 scopes are usually the ones I use. I alternate between this one, the CQB one that I'm using on my M4X rifle, and the Litinsky Elotech. So this is a great sight. It's good for close range, good for medium range. It's pretty clear. I like it a lot. For my stock, I've actually switched it up to this one. This is actually a pretty good mid-range stock. It does decrease the recoil a tad, so I do like how it does that. All the other stocks increase the recoil by pretty significant amount, so they improve a lot of the other stats, but they increase the recoil quite substantially. So I did stick with this one just to make the weapon more manageable with its recoil. Now actually I didn't throw on a recoil tag for this one. I threw on the Panda APC, which increases the ammo by 2. You have a paltry 20 ammo to start, so I threw on an extended mag and this one, which kicked it up 12 bullets to 32. This is just optimizing the amount of ammo I can use to pump into my enemies. Camo, yeah, metallic gold, that looks sexy. Anyways, so that was a really long video. It's gonna take forever to render, but yeah, that was my new customization video. Just changed a lot of things out. Quite nice to have a new setup once in a while and to get more items. So thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.